Hi, I'm Nicholas Wallwork, CEO of Redbrick. If you're a high net worth individual or sophisticated investor, I'd like to invite you to invest in our loan notes with my company Redbrick. Redbrick has an outstanding track record. We've been running for a number of years, and we've worked with investors for at least 7 or 8 years, private investors, and we're very, very proud of the fact that we've never missed a single loan repayment in all of that time. We've repaid over £20 million worth of investment funds back to investors. So we're very proud of our track record, and in an industry where you need to be absolutely secure and safe and do your due diligence on what you're looking at and who you're investing in, we're very proud of our track record, and we want to share that with you. And we're open to show you around past sites, various chunks of our portfolio. We could give you a guided tour if you're interested in investing with us to demonstrate what we've done and the expertise we have. We also own propertyforum.com, which is the largest international property chat forum and news portal in the world. Now, that portal's got an extremely good reputation, and we're there to help private investors learn about property investing and to help guide them through the sort of minefield of where to invest, what to look for, how to carry out due diligence on certain sites, and so on and so forth. We're dedicated to helping the industry improve, and we're dedicated to providing useful and highly educational content to help people avoid some of the pitfalls that often investors can fall into. So moving on from that, throughout this video series and this email series, I'll be answering a lot of questions that our investors, potential investors usually have. So things like, how safe is my money? How do market fluctuations affect your business? And what do you do about it? Things like Brexit and the credit crunch. Incidentally, I've written a couple of books recently on the topic of Brexit. We've written Brexit for Dummies this year, so that's exciting. That's out now wherever books are sold. I'd highly recommend the book. Obviously, I wrote it, but more importantly, it covers a lot of information about general businesses. So whatever business you're in, how to weather what we'd call a black swan event, an unknown, unforeseen sort of change in market. So Brexit, the credit crunch, so forth, so on and so forth. I've also written Investing in International Real Estate for Dummies. Again, this book covers a lot of property investment strategies. A lot of what we do is covered in here. So hopefully if you can read the book, you can see some of my expertise, what we've done, that we come from a place of real knowledge and experience and track record from what we do. And that's key when you're looking to who to invest into. You want to know what that person's done and what their extent of knowledge is. They've not just created a nice glossy brochure and they're selling their first couple of deals. And actually it's all going to come tumbling down in a couple of years' time because they don't have the breadth and depth of experience that we've got. So we don't mind shouting that from the rooftops because we've done it and we'd like to share that with you and give you the tour of everything we've done. Now, throughout this video series, we'll be telling you a little bit more about loan notes in general, how to invest in them, what to look out for. We've got a free due diligence guide if you haven't downloaded already, which gives you some key points to look at, and feel free to ask us those questions if we don't answer them in the video series. But also it's kind of making sure the risk profile is right for you, making sure that you understand the returns. We have extremely good returns, as you're probably aware. If you're not, make sure you download our brochure, log onto the website and check them out for yourself. Depending on what you invest, you get a higher rate of return the more you invest. Also, our underlying product is a high yielding blocks of flats. So we actually build whole buildings for investment. We don't build buildings to sell off individual flats like a lot of developers do. Now, in times like Brexit, as you'll probably read in my book, there are various things you can do to protect yourself in at times like this. And in Brexit's a little bit of a slowdown time. The end market of individual flats is not so hot right now. There's much less market activity as everyone's going, what's going to happen with this thing? Let's just wait and see. Are we at the bottom of the market? Well, for us, we're at the top of the market because we rely on rents only. Rents boom at times where people are not building and buying properties because more people are renting. Not only that, the market is a buyer's market. So there's less buyers out there, which means that we can pick up our sites at cracking discounts. We can negotiate better terms, and that makes our whole business model, even more robust than in a boom time. In a boom time, everyone's fighting for properties, and it actually reduces our margins. So it's actually the opposite of what you may think looking at developers. For us and our model, building whole blocks of investment flats, we build a yield in a location. We don't sell off individual flats only. And our sites get sold on if they are sold to ultra high net worth individuals or property funds or pension funds. Whereas, other developers selling these individual flats, we're not affected by that. We also keep the majority of what we build. So we build these to keep, and what we'll do is refinance out at the end. We've used investors' money and main high streets, banks' money up front to buy and build the site. We then refinance that with a longer 10, 20-year term loan mortgage at the end, a commercial mortgage usually. So we keep those buildings and they go into the portfolio. So as you join us as an investor, your security gets greater and greater and greater as you go on. The structure of us is that the loan note is lent into our header company. The header company owns each of the SPVs which control each property site that we buy and develop and either keep or sell. That means you have portfolio security across all of our portfolio in the Red Brick Group. So that's really important to understand. You haven't got all your eggs in one basket on one site like the majority of other investment opportunities out there. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this video series. Do please stay tuned. Make sure you add Red Brick and our emails to your safe sender list. Check your spam folder, check you've ticked the box and said this is not spam, otherwise you won't see all of the goodies and full free content, lots of exciting, interesting, educational content coming your way. I look forward to connecting with you personally and my team look forward to speaking with you. So please get in touch if you're interested at any point. If you've got any questions at all, don't hesitate. We're not going to sell to you and be the hard sell people. That's not what we do. We like to give you informative videos such as this and educational content. If that ticks your box, you'd like to know more, you'd like to work with us, please get in touch. We like like-minded people and we like creating win-win relationships.